Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the Fluval Aqua Vac Plus Aquarium Gravel Cleaner. Let's go ahead and get started. So if you don't know what this is, let me get it into pieces. There we go. It's basically an electric gravel vacuum for your aquarium. So the idea is that there's a little fan blade right here in the head of the unit. And it basically is designed to where it sucks water when the switch is in this position. It sucks water up here, will clean your gravel, goes through this little filter cartridge thing, and then gets pumped out through the filter cartridge. There's also kind of a 2-in-1 kind of thing. If you flip this little white switch right here, if you flip it the other way, you can attach the included hose, which is really short right here. It's just this little flexible hose. This flexible part goes right here, and you can basically use it to do a water change while cleaning your substrate. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 water changer gravel vacuum. In the box, you get the vacuum right here. You get a little extender piece. If you have a really deep tank, this will just go on the end like this, basically. Well, first of all, you got to take off the small one, and then you can put on the big one like so if you have bigger aquariums and you want the extra vacuum head. And then you get the little water change hose, which I personally found is kind of useless because it's really slow to do a water change. It takes a long time. But basically, there is the fan right in there. You probably can't see it, but it's a little tiny fan in there. And then you put batteries in the top of here. You take these little switches off right here, and then this top right here pulls off. There goes a battery. But there's 2 C batteries in here. There's the second one right there. And that's basically what gives this thing power. So I'm going to go ahead and get that other battery back in here, show you the filter media, and then we'll go ahead and actually show it in use. So here is the filter unit right here. Basically, it consists of a sponge and a mesh net. So personally, I find that the debris that's inside the gravel is pretty small, and this net and the sponge are not very fine. So I find that all the debris just kind of sprays back into the water, and it's a little bit useless. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. I have this 55-gallon freshwater aquarium. Let's go ahead and turn on this vacuum right here. You can probably hear it. Let me get it close to the mic. You can hear the little fan turning. Let's go ahead and stick it in the water and see kind of what exactly goes on. So I'm going to move one of these tops out of the way. So it's a little darker now. Sorry about that. That's just because I moved one of the lights off. We'll go over to this side. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the water. And I don't know if you can see, but the fan in there is now doing a little bit of, mixing the bubbles around, kind of. I'll get you a better shot. So there's a little bit of a better shot of the thing in action. So I'm going to come over here into the gravel. And as you can see, a little bit of stuff comes up, but not very much. And that's my main issue with this vacuum, is that the suction on it that little fan provides is just weak. It's not a very good suction. It's nothing like you're actually gravel vacuuming with, say, a siphon or something. It's just very weak. If I come over here to where you can see it on camera, you can see the gravel barely gets moved. Some dirt does get removed, but if you can see, that dirt just gets spewed out right here. You can see all the dirt just getting spewed out. So then there's that other option, which is the water change option. So let's come over and look at the top of the tank. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch, which should enable this into the water change mode. And there you go. So you can kind of get an idea of the flow. So it's not super slow. It's a pretty quick flow. But still, for whatever reason, when you go down to actually vacuum, which you can't see right now, it just doesn't have enough suction to actually clean the dirt out of the gravel. So the light, dissolved stuff like poop down there, can easily be sucked up. But if there's any bigger food particles, it's kind of a loss. Also, another thing, you can't really see it right now, but this thing is a pain to dry. Water just gets stuck in this little filter cartridge and out here, and it just drips for hours. So it's not a clean system either. It's very, very messy, and you do get water drip everywhere. Also, if you do use the smaller nozzle like this one, you will get a little bit better of suction just because it's closer to the bottom. Still though, it's nothing amazing, and it's nothing crazy, nothing to write home about. Same thing with the water changer. If you have a window like me, I have a window right behind this aquarium right there. This system could be used for a water change, like I mentioned, with the little tiny short hose they give you. You could just have it go out a window. I think it's personally easier to just use a siphon. But now let's talk about pricing. So this thing is about $40 on Amazon, I believe. In Petco, I've seen it for like $50, and that's just crazy to think this thing is that much money. For the filtration it provides, which is just that little sponge like I said, it's not worth the $50 for me. I've seen knockoff versions on Amazon for like $10. I'd check one of those out before I check this out. Fluval does make great products, but I think they really missed the bar on this one. I think if they would have put a finer filtration into here, it would have worked a lot better. That is pretty much a wrap up for this video. If you get one of these with an aquarium used, or if you get one for cheap, I would recommend keeping it, but I would not go out to the store and spend the $40, $50 on one of these. I would just stick with your manual siphon, and you should be good to go with that. That is going to be it for my review. I'd give this thing, like, I don't know, a 5 out of 10 stars. Just because it is pretty functional. I like how if you don't want to do a water change and your gravel is disgusting, you can go ahead and vacuum it. But I don't like that it just stirs it right up into the tank. So you would need a powerful filtration system if you wanted to actually get your aquarium to look clean. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.